What's going on, everybody? How's everybody been doing? I hope y'all all having a wonderful and blessed day. Let me turn this down. Uh, uh, uh. You know what? I need my book. I just want to get up on here and talk about a few different stuff, some real stuff here. Really? Oh, they're not right over there. Oh, this light. This okay. What side is this? God, boy, I really hate this. There we go. I guess it's all right. Oh, okay, that's much better. I'm just gonna get up on here and I'm just gonna talk and I'm gonna hurry and get off this thing too as well. I this happened maybe within a week and a half ago, but I just heard some of it just a couple days ago, and I was gonna come up on here and talk about it, but I left it alone. So I had went to the store with a friend, and because he needed my help with some stuff, so we had went to the store, and I seen this little girl when we pulled up, and it was a lady outside on the phone talking, and I heard the girls told I didn't know what she was talking to me or the lady. I like I said, I didn't know who this lady was, and said, "I'm hungry. I'm hungry," just like that. So I'm like, when I came back out, she said it again, "I'm hungry." And I was gonna walk up and give her a couple dollars. I was gonna give her $3, but which I still did though. But I couldn't give it to her because her mother was talking about give it to me. And I heard her on the phone because me and my friend heard this, heard her while she was talking. And I said, this lady up at a local store. Hey, Leilani. Hey, Jeremy. And so when we came out the store, and we heard the girl say it again, "I'm hungry." And I was gonna give her some money, and the mama had stopped me, cussed me out, and talking about give it to me because she don't need it. I said, "Wow, she don't need this." So what I had did is, sorry for the noise, guys. So what I had did is I stuck the money on a pole, before we left out of the, the little corner store, and I stuck it onto a pole, and the girl finally walked up to the pole, and I was in the vehicle, and I said, "Put it in your pocket, stick it in your pocket." So what she had did, and within, like I say, within a week at that, within this month, yeah, it was this month, and I seen her at the grocery store. So The little girl said, "Hey, I remember you." I said, "You do?" She said, "Yeah, you gave me $3." I said, "Oh yeah, yeah." And I'm looking at this other little girl. She was dark skinned, and she said, "This is my sister." I said, "Oh, okay, okay." And I asked her, I said, "Are y'all hungry?" She said, "No, there's a lady going to the store gonna get us some food so we could take home." And I said, "Wow, I sure do you want me to do anything?" "No, you don't have to do anything." She said, "When I get older, I'm gonna help people out." And I thought that was really wonderful. And so I seen her at the grocery store. I didn't realize who was getting these two girls some food, and I seen a friend of mine in the grocery store. She had her son with her, and her son is in his teens. He's like 17. Play football. He loves sports though, and so I was coming out. So I was the fifth person coming out the store, and she said, "Hey, Rico." I said, "Hey." I'm like, "Wow, you got a lot of food." Boy, y'all about to stock up. She said, "No, this is not for us. It's for them." And she told the two girls to get in the car. She gave them a face mask to put on. She took them home. This is the reason why I didn't come up on here to really tell y'all. I want to tell y'all the full story. So I got the full story within maybe yesterday or sometime like that. And my friend, she came back and told me, and she said, "Yeah, when I took that food to their house, their mama stormed out the door and started cussing her out." Um, and she said, "Well, can my son help bring the bags in the house?" So he did. But when he came out and told his mama, and he started crying, he was so hurt from it. They didn't have no food in the refrigerator, the freezer, or the cabinets. And I asked her, I said, "Was this lady dark skinned and kind of frail?" She said, "Yeah, but that's okay." I called the welfare people on her, and this she did some other things too, just to help them two little girls out, because that hurts when people is just want to just be selfish in this world, and they shouldn't be, especially when you got kids but their mother on drugs. That's something is hard to swallow. And and when her son had told me, I sat there and dropped tears because he cried so bad, where he said the house was a mess. It was stuff laying on the table, where the mother and it was two other guys in there, and he told his mother everything. And the mother said, "No, we're just gonna just go ahead and leave," because she said the lady should never cussed her out, but how the lady came at her when the girls and them said some lady had bought food for us to put in the refrigerator. This lady said just like this: "They don't need nothing. They got food. It's in this house. You should have just gave the money to me. I would have took care of that money myself." And she said, "No, because your kids was at the grocery store and they was hungry, and I asked them, did they want anything to eat?" And I wasn't there. I didn't never went to this lady's house. I already know where the house at. So, but she drove them home, and they brought all the groceries in. And this what the reason why her son started crying, because I know these two people here. Either the mother started crying too, because she said, "You could have." I'm just going here. What she no, she did. She said, "I'm gonna go ahead and just sell this food for what I need it for." And that's when the mother said, you know what, I'm gonna have to call welfare on her because what's going on. And it was just really sad. And it kind of hurt me too, because when her son was telling me, he just sat there and just cried. And that boy there said he ain't never seen nothing like that. Never, ever. And to experience how why would you bring kids in this world and you don't care nothing about them? You only care about just yourself. And I would never understand it. But yeah, how's everybody been doing? Let me see. Leilani, you want to come up or anybody? Let me see. Hey V, Jeremy. Hey, I'm so thankful. Hey, Squad 26. Is she's on YouTube? No, oh no, no. How can a person want to be a YouTuber acting like that? You know, she got two little girls and and she, you know, the kids are hungry. The kids was hungry. I mean, literally wanted something to eat. And my friend, she stepped in. She said she went to the bank, came back. She told the girl to stay there at the grocery store. She went to the bank and she came back and bought grocery food, filled that grocery cart to the top. That's the type of person she is. You know, the woman that helped the kids. Oh no, she's not a YouTuber. No, She works for a law firm. Yeah, so she make decent money. Mm, let me see, and then let me see. Hold on. Poor babies, their mother probably get a bunch of food stamps she sells. You know what? That's what I was telling a friend of mine, and and that's what she was thinking too. And because she had two girls, and the one who I met the first time she was just by herself. I don't know what other girl was, but and I either help her put the groceries in the car. She asked me, "You want to ride with us?" I said, "No." I said, "I got other things I got to do, but just be safe." She said, "You know I will." I said, "I know," but I'm glad a friend helped them out. She told me she spent almost close to $300 on grocery food, and and I think she was saying she's gonna buy them some clothes too. But I don't know if the mother is got arrested or got put in the hospital. I don't know what had happened with that. Maybe she should have. Maybe she should have a channel. Yeah, well, when people got good jobs, they don't want to do YouTube, and some of them will enjoy doing it, you know. But I had to ask and see what was going on and to find out more details about it. But it is sad. And it's another thing I would like to talk about, and it's just my opinion. I didn't put it up in here. I just said, let's talk. And I don't want people to take this the wrong way, but this just how I truly feel. Now, they talk about this Black Lives Matter, but how is Black Lives Matter when we are killing one another? But when a white man take out a black person, it's chaotic. But when we take out one another, it only stay on the news for maybe a week or two, but they want to keep fighting with this other thing. So I have a friend, he's Caucasian, and I mean he's a dear close friend of mine. He's like my brother. And he said, life white lives matter as well. I said, you know what? It do. It really do. Because we out here hurting one another. But like I said, I can't understand is if a black person kill another black person, it stays on the news for maybe 2 weeks. But when a white man take out a black person, it's chaotic. I mean, it's just not just in your city, it's everywhere. And I'm just saying I'm so sick and tired of it. I hear people, wherever I'm at, they got the shirts and they representing it, but you still hurting one another. Stop hurting one another. We don't need this. If we could split this world in half, put all good people on one side and put bad people on the other side and let them do what they do on this side, the world be better, but we can't do that. Let me see. I love Bush Beer. What's up? I love Bush Beer 1984. What's going on with you? How you been? How you been, bro? Let me see. The mother will sell the clothes. Well, I hope not, because the way the boy has said how the house was and the odor was coming from it, I just no. No child should not live under a roof with all that mess that's going on inside the house. So my friend, she had made some phone calls. She was not going to give up. And she said it got taken care of. So I don't know where the two girls at. I hope they're not in foster care, because foster care, I mean, well, I don't know. I'm not gonna say. But I know foster care is no fun. I've been through it. You say, I'm good, buddy. Yeah. So this, like I said, I had a few things I want to get up on here and talk about. Um, because I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't have not one, when I mean not one racist bone in my body, I don't, but let me see. Everyone kill each other. Different thing is about. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Leilani. See, that's what I'm saying. It's that's what I'm saying. It's so sad what's going on. And I'm not gonna say all cops are bad, and I'm not gonna say all people. I'm just gonna say all people is not bad. You got good cops, you got bad cops, and these bad cops, what they doing is wrong. I mean, it's wrong. I mean, it's no other way to put it. It's wrong what they doing, but also as everybody is killing one another around this world, and they need to stop doing what they doing. They really do, because it's starting to bother a lot to me. And I don't want to no one don't want to bury no loved ones. I at least will say that. you know um it's already this pandemic. I mean, this pandemic, what's going on around this world, is already bad enough, and we have to deal with this and have to constantly wear a mask, and it's crazy. It's just really crazy. And I don't know. That's why sometimes I get stuck what to say and how to put it an example how I feel about it. But just like I said, that's just my opinion, and I'm not taking your opinion away from you. It's just how I feel about it. Yeah, that's true. That's how they feel too. But then, I heard something here, like I said, I don't wish this on nobody. And I don't know anything about the cop who got hurt or killed, and then the back seat person got killed as well. And it's just sad how things is in this world. I guess we'll never understand. Wow. See, that okay, that's something where I'm talking about too as well. I mean, I understand Black Lives Matter, but both sides matter. But I don't care what nationality you is, but when you take a cop's life, oh boy, everything just go crazy. You know, you know. I I don't know. Sometimes I just don't get it. I could talk to friends all day on the phone or out in the streets. You hear other people's opinions, how they feel about it. I mean, I'm not the only one, but I also, I am so tired of hearing it all over TikTok. TikTok's starting to drive me crazy. I'm about ready to take my account down off TikTok. I'm so tired of it. That's all they ever show on TikTok is something going on with these crazy cops. Are free. So, wow. Wow. Yeah, you right, Jeremy. Okay. Hey, Valerie. Wait a minute. Yeah, that's yeah, Valerie. Wait a minute. You know what, Leilani? I did read about that. And I said, wow, that is so sad. Here's the thing. I understand why they don't get the right information or they go on to the wrong house, taking somebody's life. Them police should be in jail. And wow, that is just so sad. I'm just up on here talking about a lot of things I just want to get off my shoulders. Stuff I really don't care for talking about too much. Just broke in for oh wow. See, you know what? I would never understand that. I say them cops need to be in jail for taking that lady's life. They was at a wrong house. They so gun ho. They can't hold a gun but they had to pull the trigger at the same time. I mean, no, her. Mm. Life. Let's see. Oh yeah, you know what? I I think she did have kids, or I can't remember. So Valerie asking you, did she have kids? Oh, okay, okay. Mm. Yeah, I just wanted to stop. I if I could just have a wish where blacks stop killing blacks, and you know what, actually any color stop killing one another. Just stop. No, she didn't have kids. Okay, I thought they mentioned. I wasn't for sure. Had no right to break into her house and murder her. I'm like this. If you don't have nothing in your hands, you should not take nobody's life. If that woman did not flash anything back at them, or she probably didn't know what was going on when they broke in. It's just sad. Plain out simple. They, they never said police. They just broke in. Whew. Wow. Unbelievable. And it was the wrong. You said it was the wrong house. It was the wrong house. You know, see, that's what I'm saying. It seems like they just have way too much power, and they have so much power they don't know what to do with it. Let me see what the boy's friends say about it. Okay, I need to know more what you're saying, Valerie. Uh, and then I get back on what you. Wow, really? Yeah, you're right. It's not okay. Yeah, she said she was laying in her bed when the police had broke in. Boyfriend woke up and grabbed his gun. Oh, oh, it was a robbery. As they were asleep. Why would they arrest the boyfriend when it wasn't her or his fault? I mean, if they ain't saying they police and stuff like that, that's just wrong. Oh, they released him? Okay. This is what it mean by Black Lives Matter. Okay, okay. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that, Leilani. That's what I was just talking about. On both sides, it really does matter. It's not just for us, for all. You hear that, Jeremy? See it right there? What she had put in? Yeah, the first thing I'm gonna do is go for my gun or any or like a baseball bat or something because I don't know what's going on. You know, that'll wake you up out of your sleep. You don't know. So whatever what them cops had did, they should have went to jail for it, or they have to be accountable for what they had did. Because now that person is not gonna get a chance to see another life, but they will. You know what? It's supposed to be where the police supposed to protect, but they not protecting no more. You know what? I'm just gonna say this, and I tried not to say it, but like I said, all these bad cops is doing what they doing. I feel like they somebody is telling them what to do, and I'm not trying to be funny about it. They only doing something so they can go on to get into this clan thing. That's just my opinion. You know, I don't know what's going on because nothing don't make sense no more. Wow. You know what? Oh, let me just talk about that. You are who, Leilani? You just said it right there. You know, if we walking down the street, we getting pulled over for no apparent reason. You may look like somebody or dress. You may have dressed the same color someone said, and they pulling you over, arresting you, beating you up, doing whatever they want with you because they got the wrong person. I had seen something on TikTok. It was this FBI. He was a black FBI. The cops, both cops tried to arrest him, said he looked like a suspect. And boy, both of the FBI's was there, but that cop said, "Let me get all your badge numbers, everything." He said this, he said he's gonna blow this off the chart. I don't know where it was, but it was very bad. It was on TikTok. I seen it. I was gonna put it on Instagram, but I got so tired of listening to everything. Her kids do not. Wait a minute. Her kids. Um, are you talking about something I was saying, Valerie? Because then I could let me see. Yeah, you should be able to protect yourself at any subject because that's true. But it's just crazy. It's just nuts. I got to the point I'm so tired of it. I'm just so tired of everything what's going on and it feel like I wish I could do something or have the magic like that and make everything go straight normal, but I don't. kids while he was a young boy. Oh wow, unbelievable. See, I heard about it. I kind of read a little, but I don't remember everything. Yeah. So I just had to get up on here to really talk about this. People need to stop being so selfish and start caring about one another. And also I want to talk about this. Another thing is okay, let me see. Where was I? Okay. I'm trying to I you know what? I don't know what's really going on, but I just feel like all these cops who doing something, they should never been police or they listen to somebody else. And that's how I have a strange feeling. It's like you get in a gang and the gang member is telling you, well, you got to do this, you got to do that. That's how I feel how these bad cops are doing. You know, they not listen to another cop. They listen to somebody else telling them what they need to do in order to get in. So that's how I look at it. If you understand what I'm talking about. Because I don't know if I'm allowed to say the three letters, but the three letters, you know what I'm talking about. That's just not me, it's other people is looking at it that way. And they saying that is really sad if it is going that direction. Let me see. They want people to be helpless. Oh, and not protect. Yeah, they don't want you to pull out your cell phone just to record. I don't know. I don't know what the world is coming to, and everything was what is saying in the Bible. I I know we've seen partial of it, but we're not seeing really too much of everything still. Well, I know for me, I'm not because I'm not out there in the streets to see what's really going on. All I could do is turn on my TV and or see it on my cell phone. What's going on in this crazy world? Yeah, yeah, I could agree with that, Jeremy. I could agree with that. Yes, you're so right. I just feel like yeah, that's what they doing. You know, you know. But and I had a few people ask me, and they really did ask me this too. And the day when my cousin got shot by the police, they asked me, "Do you feel any anger in that?" I said, "Yeah, I feel some anger in this. I mean, but if you ask me, I should go and retaliate. No, I'm not doing that. Um, I wish my cousin was still here, but he's not, and that's Tamara Rice. And I'm not gonna. I can't really talk about that because that right there will just tear my emotions up. But yeah, and so every day I think about that. Every time a cop taking an innocent life, it's just a flashback. I seen people put my little cousin's picture and all the other stuff and other kids. I saw they put up. It kind of hurts me sometimes, and but no, I don't feel like I want to go after them or after the one who did it. I leave it up to the good Lord and let him figure what he gonna do with him. Who took my cousin's life, but I can't do nothing about it. Is just have to pray on both sides. Yeah, let me go ahead and drop this link. Wait a minute, is it pace or pace as plan text? I think I got a pace. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, I mean they do. They do. I mean I do too, but it's just I'm seeing other things and it kind of bothers me. So when I talk about Black Lives Matter, meaning why is black on black is killing one another. That's what I'm talking about when um is it okay for we take out one another and it seems like it's not a problem, but when a white cop take out one of us, it's chaotic. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Where do Black Lives Matter? You know, that's what where I'm getting at here. It just don't make any sense with me. What's that? Oh, okay, okay, never mind. I put that in there. Yeah, I agree with you, Leilani. Hmm. Yep, you're right. People will be people. You know, one day I was sitting up in a meeting. This ain't no lie. I was sitting up in a meeting with one of my coworkers when I was a health coach, and we had went to Case where this was held at, and we was talking about a few things. So the one guy who was maybe a seat away from me, he said, people, I mean, guns kill. I said, no, 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 it don't. Guns don't kill. People do. And he said, how is you looking at that, young man? I said, well, if you put a gun on a table, that gun will collect dust, mold, rust, until a person pick it up and pull the trigger or aim it at a person. People kill. Guns don't kill. Guns, I mean, guns don't have eyes either. You know, they don't have a heart or soul. So, but they hate. Leilani, you know what? I do agree with you on that, and I really 100% I do. But are we ever going to see that? I mean, I really want to know: are we ever going to get to see that? You know, when is it going to end? Because I will never understand why. You know, and mm, I understand I don't know. Mm, I understand they always have to bring up history. And if Leilani, if anybody who could go back and understand where I'm getting at here, they burned a bunch of books, right? So we don't really know What was in them books they had burnt to know what's really going on? Why all is the race the race have to be? We will never understand the real truth behind this. Only them books what they have burnt holds all the answers. And you we can't oh wait a minute, hold on. Hey Leilani.
Hello. Let me explain to you this way. You're talking about books. I have a 93-year-old grandfather. He lived through this. I don't need a book. He can tell me stuff that happened. You know what I'm saying? They're humans. Talk to the people, and they can tell you what happened. They burn them books because they don't want you to know what happened.
Right.
They make up fake stories for what really happened. And as long as we have people that, when someone tries to say Black Lives Matter, which means Black Lives Matter too, they're not saying only. No point does it say only Black Lives Matter. They're saying Black Lives Matter too, just as much as every other color. We all matter. But Black Lives Matter too. And being that Tamir is your cousin, you understand. What was he doing wrong? Nothing. He was standing
Nothing.
outside being a little black boy. He didn't do nothing. Nothing. And that has nothing to do with black on black crime, gangs, banging, da 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 da. He didn't do anything. He was a little black boy outside, right? So what? We're how do we get the racism to end? We all need to agree. And as long as even there's other brown people like me and you trying to say, don't say Black Lives Matter, we all matter. You're going against it. You need to agree that we all matter, including black. As long as you make it sound like, no, we got it because we still killing each other, so we don't matter. We don't matter as long as we're killing each other. No, because
No,
Hispanic people kill Hispanic people, white people kill white people, Asian people kill Asian people, black people kill black people. That just is what it is. But what we don't want is it to be okay for other people to kill all those people because they're a different color from them. White people can't kill Asian people just because they're Asian. Asian people can't kill black people just because they're black. Hispanic people can't kill native people just because. No, that's not okay. That's what we're saying. All people are people. Our race is human. We are all human race. Period. And go from there. We don't care about a book. We don't care about a book. Books are written by people.
yeah. But you know what though? I like what you had said about you say your grandfather tells you stories about back in the day when he was a kid. But we got a lot of the older ones are, passing on. The
That's why you need to listen to those stories before they pass on.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that 100%. And that's what we really
And
need.
why you need to not discount their stories because they passed. Oh, they dead now, so we don't know if that was true or not. No, we do know it was true. It was very real. Whether they burned the books or not, it was
Hmm.
real. It happened. Not only did my grandfather grow up back in that time, he also fought in 4 wars. Four. He got drafted into World War II, came home. He finished the whole thing. He stayed his whole tour, came home. He bought himself a truck, an old truck, so he could go and get him a job and work. The man told him, your truck better than me. You don't need no job from me, you N-word, and fired him. He couldn't get a job anywhere else. He got recruited into the Army. He was walking around and he saw an Air Force recruitment center He walked in there and he said, if I've already been to the Army, can I join the Air Force? And the man said, you sure can. He joined the Air Force, went and did 3 more wars.
Wow.
My papa's Black Life Matters. My papa's Black life saved a whole bunch of the people that's walking around here able to walk around because my papa's Black Life Matters. Period. Period.
I'm not fighting against it. I'm listening to what you're saying, but a lot of people have different opinions about
And
it.
that's why they need to get rid of those opinions. Those opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. But the truth is the truth. And I say this as a Black person whose 90% of my great grandparents are white people. Okay? So I'm not saying only Black Lives Matter, because shoot, my great grandmother is white. My other great grandmother is white. My great grandfather is white. And I love them all equally. They are me. I am them. But the Black part of the family still matters too. Period.
I agree with that. I mean, what I'm saying is, every time I hear a person say Black Lives Matter and nothing else don't, I say, but it do.
No, who did you hear
Oh, it's
say
it's
only
it's it's
Black
it's,
Lives
it's,
Matter? When did you hear
it's
that?
no, not on here, not on here, out in the streets. I
Well,
said,
whoever that idiot
"No,
was
it's
that
just
said
not just
only Black
blacks, it's
people lives matter, that's
everybody.
somebody else. That's not what
It's
that's not what's
that's
being said.
but what I'm saying, that's how it is in the streets. But
That's your street,
that's
whoever those idiots are. Those are the idiots in the street that probably kill each other. That's a
well,
whole
I
different
mean,
story.
but
That's not the
everybody,
people that are
but
out
you know what
fighting
though? But
and trying
here's
to
the
be
thing:
real.
everybody have their own opinion on
And
this.
everybody has an asshole.
We,
But the truth is
but
the
we
truth.
can't
You need
knock
to
them.
spread the truth. You don't listen to the one idiot that's out there talking about only Black people matter. If that idiot is an idiot, no, everybody matters,
Matters,
including
yeah. But
Black
that's
people.
exactly what I said.
No, including Black people.
All people.
Yes, including all people, including Black, brown, red, yellow, all people. Yes, including
But
the
see,
little
here's the
Black
thing though.
children that are standing outside playing hide and go seek that aren't doing anything wrong. Cops have no reason to come running up shooting at them.
Oh, I can
They're
understand that. I
kids.
agree with that. I agree
If
with
you
that.
agree with it, then you just agree that Black lives matter too. Period.
No, I'm not, but I'm not saying it like that. I'm saying it where when they talk about Black Lives Matter, I'm getting tired of it because the simple fact all we doing is killing one another.
No, all of us are not doing that. There are people who
No,
are doing that. There are
I'm
also
not
brown
saying
people that are doing
all.
it. There are white people
Well,
that
what
are
I'm
doing it.
saying,
Yellow people that are doing
what
it.
I'm saying, I'm not saying like that. I'm saying where all see, and I'm in a majority. It's kind of like a slash mix, and mostly blacks. But that's all you ever hear is black on black crime.
That's because of where you live. Where I live, I hear white people killing each other. That's what I hear here. White people killing people every day, all day long for no doggone reason. These white folks crazy out here. But you know what? The white lives matter too.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean,
Crazy people are crazy
I
everywhere.
seen people spraying it on rocks and put it on trees, putting it on mailbox. White white life matter as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I said,
And
yeah, I can
yellow and
understand that.
red, all of them.
Yeah, I
All
can
of them.
understand that.
But the Black
I'm
lives
talking
do
about,
matter too.
I'm getting tired of it. Every time you turn around, if they say Black Lives Matter, why are you killing yourself?
Because
And
people have the right to be
yeah,
stupid if they want to be stupid. But we
yeah,
have to not discount the fact that people that are not black are killing black people who haven't done anything.
Well, I can understand that too.
And that's what's trying to be shown. It's not about going back and saying, it's kind of like, it's like this. If you yourself, if Rico is walking down the street, okay, and somebody comes up and attacks Rico and pisses Rico off, and we know how Rico can be when Rico is upset, right? So Rico becomes Rico when Rico is angry, okay? Somebody calls the police, and the police come out and they just see big, black, big, angry Rico, and they just shoot. And Rico didn't do nothing. Somebody attacked Rico, and now Rico's mad. They come out and they just shoot the big black dude. Did your black life matter?
Yeah.
That's all we're saying. Your black life matters. Because the problem is they're not coming out to find out what happened first. They're no longer coming out to say what's going on. Because somebody tell them the situation, what's happening. No, they're coming out, guns blazing, bam. And then they say, what happened? Oh, so that man over there did it? Okay, we're going to have to talk to him. But this man is already dead. No. A black liquor store owner had somebody come in and try to rob him. He called the police. The police came in, aiming their guns at him, trying to shoot him and arrest him. It was his store. It was his store. The man who did the stealing is over here. They ignoring him. They gonna arrest the store owner because he was a black man. Come on. That's not how it works. We have to stop that. Those are the situations that are the problem. Those are the situations that are the problem.
I agree with you.
You
I
can't
do.
just automatically assume because you see some brown skin, that's the wrong person. They
You can't
black,
always
they don't care about
see
the
the school.
blood.
You
They
see a
kill each
brown
other,
person
so
walking down the
they don't
street
matter.
gonna do something. It's not always true. I mean, the way they look at us like we the bad element.
Right,
We should.
exactly. And that is not the truth. That's what people are trying to get through and get understood. Just because you're brown don't mean you're a criminal.
That's true.
I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do drugs, I don't club. I never did any of that stuff. I'm the most boring freaking person in the world. But I'm brown, so I must be horrible. Come on. Come on. That's what we're trying to get understood. So we don't want people to go around and be like, oh, stop saying it because them other people still bad. Bad people gonna always be bad people. It was bad people in the Bible. Bad people are always gonna be around. It's not going away. That's just how it is. Until we all die and not here no more, that's when there'll be no more bad people. When it's just animals left, when all the humans are gone, then there will be no more crime. Period. Because people do bad things, period. It don't matter what color they are. Every color, they all do bad stuff.
Yeah, they all do bad
It just
stuff.
is what it is. It's human nature. It is the human race. It's the nature of the human race to do stupid. Stupid is what they do. Stupid is and stupid does, like Forrest Gump said. It just is what it is, regardless of a color. But what we want to stop is the needless killing just because they see brown. They see a brown unarmed person screaming, standing next to a white armed person. they gonna shoot the brown person first, and they gonna talk down the white person. Why? The brown person is the one that couldn't shoot you. You see the difference? You got white people standing there with machine guns going off, blah, 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 and they talk to them. Put the gun down. Let's talk. What's going on? Come on, let's talk. You get a black person out there that's going, I'm angry, and they shoot him. I was scared. You were scared at a voice, but you weren't scared at the machine gun. There's a difference in how they treat brown versus white.
Oh, well, okay.
Not okay.
I could agree with that. I could agree with that. But the thing, what I'm saying, I'm just tired of every time I turn around, is somebody laying on the ground shot. And when you look at it, you cannot blame the white man because the white man didn't do this.
See, well, if you come to Oklahoma,
But
you can see
what
there was
I'm
a white
saying
man on the
is
ground.
they need to stop blaming
But if you
the
come
white
to Oklahoma, you can see a white man on the ground instead, and they can't blame a brown man. Does that make you feel better? We still don't want the crime. All the
No,
crime
no,
stop.
no. We don't want the crime. That's another reason why I had talked about this before, but I didn't never put in Black Lives Matter. It just I'm what I'm saying is you walk up and down the street, wherever you go, that's all you ever hear is we talking, but I don't know if they listen. I don't know if I listen to all of it. I don't agree with a lot of it. That just like I said, but because that's all they got on. That's how the people look. That's how people see it. They don't see it no other kind of way.
Because
So
that's the only thing that you're seeing. But like I said, if you go somewhere else, like you're saying what you walk around and you see where you are. I'm telling you what I walk around where I see where I am. I don't see what you're seeing. We don't
yeah,
have
that's
this
true.
problem here.
Okay, I can
We don't have
understand
this
that.
problem here.
I can understand that. I do. Wherever you stay at, what you see, and where I'm at, that's what I
Yeah.
experience.
So I mean, it's
People
not. You feel like that's what's everywhere and that's what's happening everywhere, but that's what's happening around your circle.
around my
That's
circle,
not
right?
what's everywhere. But what we do know is happening everywhere is brown people are being killed that shouldn't have been killed. Brown people are being thrown to the ground because a
Innocent.
2-year-old picked up a Barbie doll in a dollar store. Are we really arresting 2-year-olds now? We're coming to their car with guns drawn for a 2-year-old baby? This is
Well,
what's
you know
happening
what?
at the Dollar Tree?
I remember this was happening last year, and I did see this with my very own eyes. It was, I think the boy can be no more than 7 years old. He walked in there in a store and walked out. And if I'm not mistaken, his father got in front of him. He said, I did not know my son walked out with this. I wasn't paying no attention. Please don't take my child away. But
Mm-hmm.
I will take responsibility because the cop was ready to pop him. Well, it wasn't a cop, it was you call them security guards, was ready to pop him. I mean, he literally had his gun out, and we sitting in the car like, ooh, not a child,
Right.
not no kid,
Exactly.
no.
Like, is that should not be a thing. At no time ever should a kid going in the store stealing some bubble gum, picking up a toy or whatever require guns. It's a baby. It's a baby.
Yeah,
All you gotta do is say, "Give me that gum," and they gonna get scared, drop the gum, and run. I mean, it's a baby.
yeah.
Put that doll back. They gonna put it back. I mean, come
that's what I would never understand that. It's like I was just talking to a friend who was back and talk on Instagram. We was talking about little kids. I don't want to see no child dying because that just will tear my heart up. But if you taking a little child's life for what? I mean, it don't make any sense. No, I don't care how you look at it. It's a child. Don't take that child's life. If you can't arrest that child, but you got to pull out the gun and pop them, there's something seriously wrong with them inside their head.
Right. And those are the situations that are happening right now. That's what people want to end. Because everything can't be to the extreme just because the person was brown. Like, come on.
Yeah.
A
And
little
what?
kid is a little kid, period. At no time ever should a cop be walking up on a child. And I'm not talking about a teenager, because teenagers, you can't tell if they kids or grown, okay?
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
talking about these little kids. I'm talking about these little kids. You know that's a kid. At no time should a cop be walking up to a little kid with a gun drawn. Why do you have a gun out? It's a
Exactly.
baby.
It's a baby.
But that's the stuff that's happening right now. That has to stop. That has to stop.
I agree. I do agree with that. I do. 'Cause I mean, when they took my cousin, he was just 12 years old, and I
And he was just a
never
baby.
understood.
Nothing about him looked like a grown man. They didn't think that was a grown man.
They know that was a kid.
No way in the world they confused him for a grown man. That was a child.
And then, matter of fact, like I said, I was up in the thing talking. The man said just like this, and when he said it, it kind of hurt me to the teeth. He said, "What he doing with a gun anyway?" For one, it was a pellet gun, a BB gun, and then on two, uh, my family. Now, my family don't condone little kids having water guns, BB guns. They don't play that. And I had to clear this up with him. I said he came out with his video game. Whoever the other guy was in the park, they traded, and he started playing with it. He didn't know any better, and then on top of it, the police should never drove up and then didn't give him a chance to drop or anything. They just blew him away.
Right, exactly. A child. And it makes
Yeah,
no sense. I can honestly say when I was a child, we played with water guns. They didn't look like guns like they do now. When I was a
yeah,
kid, water guns were green, orange, yellow, you know,
purple, all kinds of
we
colors,
had the super soakers, which is bright orange and red. I mean, it looked like a toy. Now they're trying to make guns look like guns.
guns.
But back
Right.
then we played, we shot each other with water guns and stuff all the time. None of us ever got killed. Not a single one of us died from water guns. No police ever showed up and shot us for having our water guns. But do my kids have water guns? Absolutely not. Have they? No. If they got one, like if we went to like some kind of Halloween party or something, and they got a little water gun in a thing, little plastic ones, you can play with it in this house. Don't take it outside.
Right.
And it's sad that in this day and age, you have to have those rules. But you do. Because cops will just shoot your children.
Right.
2-year-old in the gun holding a Nerf gun, and a cop will shoot. That's ridiculous.
Oh, Jeremy,
Talk
you
about
are
he
so,
was
so
scared for
right.
his life.
Yeah, you know what, Jeremy, I agree with you. They only should pull out guns when they are in danger. That's how I thought. That's how it's supposed to be. But like you said, they making up their own rules as they go. They
They
do
claim that
whatever they
they, as
want.
soon as they see brown skin, they immediately say they're in danger. That's
They,
what
they, they freaking out.
it's a brown person, therefore I'm afraid and I'm in danger. You don't even have to have a gun. Just a brown person with a raised voice. They're afraid, they're in danger, so they kill them. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Like that has to end.
You know,
They go
I
through
like,
so much training teaching them how to diffuse a situation, calm people down, get the people to put their guns down. Da, 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 da. They go through all kinds of training teaching them how to come up on an armed person and get them to put the gun down. But instead, what they're doing now is driving onto the scene, coming out, pulling out a gun, and shooting immediately. That's not calming down a situation. That's you coming in all hyped up your darn self. You not even calm.
right.
If your nerves are so bad that when you get a call to tell you there's an armed person on Third Street, and that hypes you up, and you already scared, and you already reaching for your gun as you drive, you need a new job. That's not the job for you.
Right.
That's not the job for you when you they call you and tell you black man 2 blocks away fussing, screaming. Oh, let me get my gun out. No, that's not the job for you. You need a new job. You are already not okay. You are already not okay because you are already ready to shoot.
It's so bad in this world. It's like cowboys and Indians all day, every day, and it seems like it's never going to end. But I, I just like to. It's like my asthma. You know, I suffer bad with it. I would like to just to wake up one day and breathe for normal for the next 6 months without having trouble with asthma. That's how I look at it with all these guns. I wish they could just lay them down and walk away. If you can't use these, then you should not be using this. And that's how I look at it.
See, it would be nice if we could be like the UK. Cops in the UK don't even have guns.
Huh?
They don't have guns. Cops don't carry guns. They carry almost tasers. Cops don't have guns. If they have a situation in the UK where a gun is required, they have to call a whole other department who has to go where guns are kept. The guns got to be checked out and then brought to wherever the issue is. They don't carry guns because people can't have guns. That's in
Oh,
America
you know
now.
what? You are so right. I
In
remember.
America, everybody's allowed to have a gun.
Mm,
Everybody.
yes, you're right. In UK, I remember seeing something, and I'm like, okay, they got the little yellow tips on their tape.
Mm-hmm.
No, I ain't never seen not one of them had
No,
a
they
gun.
don't, they don't carry guns. And when they go
Mm.
into situations, you don't hear them hollering and screaming. They walk up, what's going on? Can I help you? Tell me what's happening. Everything is calm. They are talking. They are trying to figure out what's going on. What's the problem? They don't have just random shootings and killings, and that's not a thing. They still got violence. Oh, there's still violence and there's still murder in the UK. It's just not with a gun. It's just not with a gun. It's just in
Right.
this country, everybody wants a gun. We
Everybody
got the
wants one.
right to bear arms. That's
Wait a
why.
minute.
That's why they left.
What's that one?
That's why they left Europe. They wanted their own rights. We want to be able to do our stuff. We don't like their rules, so we're gonna come over here and make our own rules. That's
And
why
like
they
they
came
was,
over here.
yeah, like they was talking about that. I think the kid was 17 or 16 carrying a automatic. I don't know what kind of gun that was. I can't recall. I don't know how many people he shot, but they didn't arrest him. They didn't do nothing.
They took him to get a cheeseburger. They gave him a bottle of cold water because it was hot outside. They took him to Burger King, got him a cheeseburger, and then they took him on to jail.
Yeah, because when they found out what had happened, I'm like, come on, but you got, phew, that was
But a little boy in the park with a BB gun, they just shot him.
that's what I'm saying. If we brown people was carrying that type of gun around, we would have been taken down.
Right.
What?
Just immediately killed. No questions asked. There wasn't no cheeseburgers and water given. Come on. That is that's the difference. That's why people are saying Black Lives Matter too. That's why. Because of situations like that. The white teenager with a real gun killing folks got water and a cheeseburger. Black kid playing with a pellet gun was killed.
Mhm.
That's an extreme difference in situations. That's a very extreme difference.
Yeah, you're right. It's the wrong people who using them. That's what
And
I was
that's the
saying.
thing. As long as we want people to have the right to have a gun to protect themselves, we know that the wrong people can get one too. That's just
Hmm.
the way it is. There's always gonna be gun violence if we have the right to have a gun. Because whether they go
Nah,
out and get a license or not, they can still get the gun. They don't care
nah.
about the license. They don't care about a license at all.
I got a good friend who stay out of town, and he said he had went to work one morning, and he got inside the building, but whoever these two cars was, he could not recognize it. So he said he got his binoculars and started looking down because he's pretty up. So he's looking down, he's seeing all these guns in a trunk, and he automatic called the police and told them what was going on. Transaction is happened on the property. He called that in. He said, he said it seemed like it was young boys walking up getting guns from this person,
Mm-hmm.
and they stopped him. See, you got people who have good license, good everything. They could go in a gun store, buy all kinds of guns, and keep going to other places buying guns. Then they take them and sell them on the street for nothing.
Yep.
But that person with that weapon in their hands is taking everybody out.
Yep.
You know, if I wanted to go get a gun, I know exactly where to go get one at. Talk to get it.
Because I mean, like in Texas, and I believe here in Oklahoma too, you can walk into Walmart and buy a shotgun.
Oh, you sure can.
Now, pistol
Oh,
is
you
different.
can.
Pistol, you gotta wait a couple days, but you can go buy a shotgun anywhere you want to. Just go get it. You don't
Mhm.
need a license or nothing. Just go get it.
Just go get it. You right. And
As long as you're over 18. So if an
I mean,
18-year-old
it's,
got a
it,
21-year-old friend, they give them the money. Go to Walmart, get me a gun. Okay.
but you know, it's another one too. It's crazy. Now you need license just to carry pepper spray, but you got people out here with sell this pepper spray. They know how to get it and then come out here and sell it. Them little tasers. I seen somebody with a taser scared the crap out of me because when I heard it, I'm like, "Ooh, don't!" I thought they was playing with it, but it could have hit me or some or this kid who was next to. But they got in a fight though, so I that wasn't my problem. But yeah, the dude had a taser.
Yeah,
I'm
you
like,
can get
what is
tasers
going
too. You don't
on?
need you don't need anything to get a taser.
That's what he said. He said, I got this taser from a dude who's selling guns and stuff. I'm like,
You can get tasers online.
online.
Mhm.
I thought you had to
They
go
have
through a
tasers that look
license
like
training.
iPhones.
I thought you have to have license just to get a taser.
Nope.
That's
You
what's in the
you
gun
can get.
book.
They have tasers that look like iPhones. They have tasers that look like all kinds of stuff. You can't even tell it's a taser until you turn it on.
Wow. Wow.
Especially if you go to like like the area town where they have like little flea markets and like the little Asian market, little shops where they sell some of everything. Oh, they got tasers and all kinds of stuff, and you don't even know it's a taser.
Mm. And then hold up, I seen this on one where he don't bother nobody, but he know how to make them, and he was shooting it. I remember in New Year's. I never forget it because he was over across the street popping it, and I kept looking at this. I'm like, "Where's the handle at? How is you popping that?" All he said, you had to put a bullet inside and twist the handle. That's all you had to do is twist the handle and then shoot out. I'm
Oh, a
sitting there
pipe
like,
gun.
yeah, that's it, pipe gun. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting like, where did you get that from? He said, I made it. I said, don't make any more. Whatever you do, don't give it to no kids up and down the street. Because that look like that's just easy to. He said, all you gotta do is take it apart, screw it, and then put it in his pocket and walk in the store, and nobody's not gonna do anything with him. But that's crazy.
Yep.
So now they making weapons on the street. It can still take out a person. Oh God. I didn't know what that thing was when I saw it. Let me see. No, you can't buy them online. No, you can't buy them online. What are you talking about, Jeremy? What you cannot buy online? License for it. Yeah, well, they asking for license. They asking for license just to carry pepper spray. If you get caught with pepper spray, you can do six months to a year in jail.
Yeah, pepper
Just
spray
for
is
carrying.
illegal here. I think it's illegal in Texas too.
Yeah, up here too. Now they got regular mace you can have, but the pepper spray is a no.
You can get what's it, the bear spray? You can get that. That's worse than pepper spray, but you can use the bear spray. It's not illegal. As long as you're over 18, you can go to Walmart and buy that bear stuff.
Beer spray.
Yeah, they got sprayed it. Like I guess if you out camping in the woods and the bear coming on you, you can spray it and it'll make the bear run off. You can
You
buy
know what? I
that.
might have
That's
to
not
go look
illegal.
at that. I might have to go in Walmart. I mean, not Walmart. I might have to go in the store and look that up. I'm like,
Yeah,
I ain't
that's
never
not
heard of
illegal.
that.
You don't you just got to be over 18. I remember when I was at when I used to work at Walmart, and it used to be so crazy to me because they
Oh, you
literally
meant
have hunting gloves that you have to be over 18 to buy. It's gloves.
oh yeah, you sure do. They got it up here. You got to be well now. It's not 18 no more. You got to be 21. I'm like, they're just gloves.
I mean, it's just gloves. I don't even understand. I stared at them one time, person, because I scanned them and it was like, get the driver's license. I was like, driver's license. And I'm looking at things. I'm like, does a knife pop out of here or something? I'm staring at the glove. I'm like, what does it do? And the man was like, it's just gloves. And I was like, why do I need your ID? He's like, I don't know.
I
I'm
did.
really looking at them things trying to find something. I mean, they were camouflaged.
Yeah, I mean, I lifted up so it don't hit me. I'm like, it's just a glove. I put it back. I'm like, you gotta be 21 just to buy a pair of gloves. What the hell is going on in this world? They got boots like that too. You gotta be 21. You gotta be 21 and over just to buy the boots and gloves. They got some stuff in it. Oh, man, the stuff you see. Mm-mm. Yep, I
But
agree
the,
with you.
but the paintball guns and the pellet guns, you don't have to.
Yeah,
Like
you could
I
walk.
need an ID for the gloves, but you can buy this gun and it's okay.
Yeah, you could buy you a paint gun. They cool with that.
And
But
paint guns hurt.
oh, them things hurt. I used to play with my friends. Them I said, don't y'all hit me with that. I quit. And we used to take them and freeze the balls. We put them in a freezer and hit things with it. But we never. shoot at nobody with them. And them things that it comes out so fast and powerful, it can bust your skin.
Hmm.
You know, when they
I
frozen.
found that out when I was in college because my friend's roommate used to go and do paintball with her boyfriend. Like them and a
Mhm,
group of friends, they would go play paintball. And when they would come back, when she would come back in the room, she'd go take her shower. When I tell you, she would be just, she'd have these big, huge bruises. Oh, she'd have bruises all up and down. And we're like, what the heck? She's like, that's from the paintballs. That's not a ball. I'm like, and you're going to go play again? That's not fun. And they're wearing all the padding and stuff. This is under padding where she's got these big, I mean, huge, huge bruises. And they be, well, they start off red and then they be purple and black and blue and green. And it's like, oh
mhm.
no, ma'am. Uh-uh.
I mean, 'cause when I was shot by a paint gun, I got shot right here in my chest. But I got like kept rubbing. I'm like, God, that hurt. But when I took my shirt, I'm like, ooh, jeez, ooh, and it hurt it for a week. The color it changed. I'm sitting there like, I, I thought somebody had hit me with a sledgehammer.
Mm-mm.
That's
That
how
don't
big
sound
it
like
got.
fun to me. That does not sound like fun.
Well,
No.
it wasn't no fun.
And I got to end up all injured up at the end. They shooting at you like that. I mean, they would shoot. She would have bruises all up and down both legs, arms, all on her back.
And people still go back and want to play this.
Yeah, she would go every weekend.
I
Every
like,
weekend she would go, and we're like,
I mean, when the first time I started messing with it, I had clothes on where it did not hurt. And but I put on just a pair of jeans, a regular shirt, and I had everything what I supposed to wear, the patterns and all. But I like, but I got shot here in my leg. I said, I quit. I dropped it and walked away. I said, y'all gotta have this. I was mad. I was
because
mad
at
as
first we thought maybe they just went in regular clothes, and she was like, "No, you got to put on this jumpsuit and this da 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 da." And we're like, "And you look like that under the jumpsuit? That's not fun.
and
No, that's not fun."
when you really touch these little paintball, they feel kind of like a soft, but they kind of hard too. But you be sitting there, I'm like, how could something like this hurt? Oh, yeah, that hurts. Well, I like, man, that hurt. I literally cried from the one I got hit in the chest because that really hurt me. But I'm like, oh my God. Ice pack laying down. Everybody said, what's the matter? You just softy. You know what? Forget y'all. I ain't playing with y'all no more. Like, no, that's dangerous. Somebody came in. Uh,
Yeah, Rhonda. Hey, Rhonda.
hey, Rhonda. I don't see you, Rhonda. But oh, there you go. There you go.
Jeremy, just having a bruises hurt. Just in general, because that's a busted blood vessel under your skin. That's what the bruise is. And then you got numerous everywhere. You know that's painful for days.
For days. Yeah,
I've been
yeah.
shot with a BB gun once, but it really didn't hurt. It was more of a sting. I think I'd rather be shot with a BB gun than in paintballs because I ain't getting no bruise from the BB. Think I got a little scratch.
Yeah, them little paintballs ain't no joke. Those things hurt. It
What
make
under the skin?
it make you think twice.
Yeah,
Yeah, BB gun.
I have a
I
cousin. I
got hit
remember.
with a
I
BB
don't know if
gun.
it's still under there or not, but one of my cousins got shot with the little metal BB, not the little flat. Because the one I got shot with this was the is the funny shaped um
It's shaped like
metal thing.
almost
It's
like
got
a
a
wine
hole in it.
glass.
It's got a
Shaped like
hole in
almost.
it.
Yeah, yeah,
And
I
then
know
they
which
got
one
the
you
ones that's
talking.
the little metal balls. And that one, my cousin, I feel like she got shot in the ear. and it was just the BB was stuck in the ear, like it never came out.
Yeah, sometimes they cannot remove them.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah,
it do more damage trying to take it out than just leaving it there.
yeah, because I know I got a friend who got shot in the arm with a BB gun. The BB still there. You could feel but they can't. They're afraid to just mess with it. 'Cause it's
But
close
like
to
Rhonda said, a lot of times it eventually grows out. Like your skin keeps rejuvenating, and eventually it'll come, to the
come
surface.
to the surface. Yeah. Oh, metal ball in her head for 8 years.
I
Wow.
can't remember what that other one. What is that other one called? It's not a pellet. Is it a pellet? It's not a pellet.
No, it's
A
they
birdie.
birdie. They flat on one end. It's shaped like a funny looking wine glass,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
with a
That's the
little
one I
hole
got
in it.
shot with. It scratched me. It just like kind of did a little scratch on my skin.
Yeah, them not gonna do no hardly no damage. But them little other ones,
Yeah, them BBs can go in.
BBs,
They
boy,
embed
they the ones, the same ones, and them big bullets, the red ones.
because you can kill a bird with a BB.
Yeah, you can.
Because that was like I said when I was a kid. That boys got BB guns for Christmas. Like on the Christmas story, the Red Ryder BB gun. That was a real thing. They be out there shooting every bird they could see. And then the little bad ones be shooting people's dogs and cats.
No, I mean, cause I remember they was tearing down this one building, and it was a lot of glass, and we were just in there, tack, 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 tack.
Yeah, I
Nobody
think the
ain't doing
plastic
that.
the plastic ones are what they call pellets. That was a pellet, the plastic ones.
The plastic ones hurt just as worse than the metal BBs.
Yeah, because
Like,
it's
no,
plastic.
yeah, it's plastic, but it sting. I mean, oh my god, it feel like you just got smacked by your
It'll
grandmama.
give you a good cut if it hit the skin.
Yeah, yeah. So how you been doing? Growing up. Wait a minute, is Jeremy still here?
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Jeremy giggling.
yeah, because he's laughing. Whatever. I think that's a laugh or laughing tears. I don't know what that
Yeah,
is.
he's giggling.
You just wait till you get with a paintball. You'll see what that feels like. Matter of fact, just let somebody hit you with one. That bad boy comes out hard and fast. You ain't gonna realize you was tagged by one till you go down. Oh, I never forget one day. Wait, oh no, I did go back. I did go back and play. But when I got shot in the butt, it grew a lump. I couldn't sit right. I had to sit on the sideway. Every time I go out for lunch, I had to sit this way just to eat. Somebody said, "What's the matter with you?" "Oh, I got shot by a paintball in my butt. I can't sit there." But I had to go and get it drained because it did blister. I'm like, "Oh God, no." Mm-mm. They said, "Now you are listening, huh?" No, it was not the idea. I was listening. The darn padding thing came off. I didn't realize I heard something fall, but I went back just to look and I couldn't find it. Just keep running, keep running, keep running. I learned my lesson, boy. I don't want to play with them things no more. And I don't like the
I ain't
lasers
never
either.
played because it just after seeing my friend, that didn't sound like fun to me at all.
Try to ignore it and move on. I think I'm. Ooh,
Like
and
I'd rather play laser tag. I don't want to be all bruised up.
the laser is not that fun either. Now that's why you got to wear them special glasses. Took that glasses off in the dark and I quit. I can't see. I only took them off for a hot second. And the guys were saying, that's the reason we tell you. Read the rules. Don't take your glasses off while you it's but I had to take it off because I thought I'd seen something. By the time I looked up, I'm down. I was down for the count. I'm like, oh, y'all got to get me out of here. Them lasers, boy. Don't take them glasses off. Keep them glasses on your face. But this one, I think it had a helmet and the glasses, and but I snatched it off. I learned. I don't even say hello. I'm sorry. Oh no, you all right? You family? You cool?
You joined into the conversation, so I said, "Hey,
Yeah.
hello."
I have a lot of people come in don't want to say nothing, but they just get in the conversation. I go along with it. That's like a friend walk up. They don't say hi to nobody. Just hey, what's going on? Or no, they won't say. They just be standing there looking, laughing. I'm like, then they into the conversation. You all right? I
I
play
played
laser
laser
tag
tag
once.
way back when it first started at Showbiz Pizza, long time ago.
Only time when I played when I was at wait a minute, where did I go? We went to Chuck E. Cheese.
See, Showbiz was the original Chuck E. Cheese. Chuck E.
Oh
Cheese
yeah?
came from Showbiz. It used to be. It was more than just a mouse. There was a big old gorilla. There was a country singing dog. There was a chicken. There was a Chucky. There was a whole bunch of monsters. There was a whole bunch of animated things, and they did shows like all through the time while you were eating pizza, and
Mhm.
it would keep going from one curtain to another curtain. You watch one show, and you watch a show over here, and you watch a show over here, and it was all the characters. And then they decided that was costing too much money to have that many characters, and then it just went to just being Chucky.
Let me tell
But
you something.
originally, it was Showbiz Pizza.
I'm going ahead and say this because I said I would never tell nobody what had happened. But I when I lived in Florida, my friend had this suit and I totally forgot about it. What you call the predator? With the hair and the face mask, the teeth. Oh my God. One day I was in a park, but I fell asleep again. They put that on. You talking about somebody screaming and hollering. I literally, I'm not gonna lie to you. I pooped my pants. That's how bad he scared me. Cause when that he said, "Rawr," I looked at him. I could not run. I was startled. I was like, just I couldn't scream. I couldn't really do nothing. But all I know, I peed and pooped on myself. I like, see, yep, that got
That's
me right
Showbiz
there.
Pizza. I just gave y'all a link. You can see what Showbiz Pizza used to be. We actually still have one somewhere here in Oklahoma.
Oh yeah.
Uh huh.
Hey, remember when I said I was gonna have a pizza?
Uh huh.
That pizza was gross. I had a cheese pizza, and it had on a box. It's a black and red box. Um, it had UFC on it. So if UFC is
UFC.
making pizza, they need to stop. Just yeah, fighters be fighters, because that was the most nastiest pizza in the world. Then they say it's supposed to be thin crust, but it was thick. The sauce wasn't red; it was like a brownish orange, whatever. That pizza was horrible. I took two bites and I threw it away.
I'm gonna have to Google that UFC pizza. I
Yeah,
don't think I
it's
would have bought that though. I don't think of all the games and stuff that my granny took me, wrestling matches and stuff. I don't remember eating nobody's food. Oh, it's the Devour. So they got a UFC version. Let me see what it is. Let me find it. Hold on. Because that Devour is a new brand. I feel like I did a
let
Devour
me
pizza for
let
work.
me let me, let me bring it up. So yeah, so only reason why I bought it because it had UFC on it. So I said, okay, I'm not.
Okay, Devour oh, it's the carnivore. So it's a bunch of meat.
No, this one here was an all cheese pizza.
Okay, hold on. Let me find that one. Because that one says all meat. It's a carnivore.
Did it have UFC on it?
Uh-huh.
It's right here. I got it.
Oh, but look, it says, I would like to point out that the merch wing of USV has consistently been terrible.
Oh, you hear reviews off of
Apparently.
it? That pizza was so nasty. I'm like, I bit in it, and I'm like, what kind of pizza is this again? And I bit in the second round, and I'm like, oh no, it's going in the trash.
Apparently they're not good. Apparently they're not good because somebody else is reviewing a pineapple one. And no.
Wow. Maybe next time I do a review before I buy it. Like, let me see what this piece. But when I bought it, I paid $6 for it. $6.99, $7, and put it in the oven. And I said, and then at first thing, because it did not smell like a pizza, y'all. I don't know what it smelled like, but I'm like, for 25 minutes, I'm getting. So it's lucky I did not never get a chance to eat it with my cheese. So when I took the first bite, I was chewing. I'm like, okay, maybe it's something. Maybe I drunk. Took another bite, and I
I
said,
can't
yeah,
find a review on the cheese one. I guess nobody's reviewing the cheese, but they're reviewing the carnivore.
that pizza was horrible.
It's not even round, it's an octagon.
Yeah, it's shaped just like an octagon. Yeah, the crust was nasty. It was it was horrible. It tasted like a day old biscuit. I don't like this. That bread, that crust was terrible. The the only thing I think, no, I try to eat the cheese off
Look,
of it.
somebody says, if you work for the UFC, it's the best frozen pizza you've ever had. If you don't, it's a frozen pizza.
Well, maybe I need to get up and give my review. That pizza was nasty as hell. I'm like, no, I would never buy you again.
And somebody says it's not terrible for a frozen pizza, but it's not worth the price. And somebody said, how much is it? $66.49.
No, you only have to put it in there for 25 minutes. So I
Oh.
set the timer. I mean, it got the little brown around the crust, but I didn't like the smell. The smell of it was just weird.
I
And
wish
I
this
said,
would still let you turn around the camera. Can y'all see it?
there you go. That's the way it was shaped. Well, what kind of pizza is that?
That's the carnivore. I guess that's the original UFC pizza. It was all meat, but all the meat is thrown in the middle of the pizza.
I did see pepperoni and these little square
Here's
piece
the
whatever that
Pizza
meat it
of
was on it.
UFC.
It was square. Yeah, that's it. That pizza was horrible. Do not
I remember
ever.
this coming out like right before we went on quarantine. They came to the store, and I feel like it was on my list, like something that I was gonna be buying and cooking and letting people try.
Mhm.
But I ain't been back to work no more.
Don't buy it. Take my word for it. The sauce was not red. Okay, it
It
was
says
like
it
a
has American cheese on the cheese pizza.
okay.
It had American cheese on it, Rico. Your cheese pizza was American cheese.
I don't know. What kind of
I
sauce?
still can't find a picture, but that's the thing. It says American cheese on cheese pizza, and then it's got on here the truth of pizza UFC. Da 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 da. So apparently that one, the cheese is American. That's probably
I don't
another
know.
reason because you don't like American cheese.
It didn't taste like a pizza. The sauce was not red. Like I said, it was like a brownish orange color. Really like a brown, like a real light brown color, but it did not taste nothing like a pizza. I couldn't figure that sauce out for nothing. I can't. Like, no. Pass. I ain't never had a bad experience with no pizza. You don't put American cheese on your pizza. I like American cheese, but to a certain extent. But it did not taste like a pizza. That was horrible. I said, "Oh, I like to go out in the street and see if anybody else wants to try this." They might say it's good to them, but that was horrible. And I love pizza. I love my pizza.
I can't even find a picture of the cheese. This is funny.
They had okay when I went
I
in the
see the
store
pepperoni. I see ultimate sausage and pepper, creamy garlic something.
because the one girl picked up. I said, "Oh, where you get that pizza from?" They got a lot of them over there. And I said, "That cheese pizza look good." She said, "It's only one more in there." I said, I'm going to get it. I bought that. And I'm like, oh, I don't want this no more.
Maybe I have to go. Let me go to Walmart's direct website and see if I see it. I can't find a picture of the cheese pizza.
I
That's
love American cheese, but I don't see it on pizza, I guess.
now I know the frozen pizza that I bought that I did not like, and I was so excited to try because it looks good on the box. I'm gonna see if I can find it. Hold on, because I can't think of what the name of. But it's a big. The box is yellow. It's bright yellow. I
Oh,
had the box. I
I
just
think
knew it was gonna be
it got
good.
like a little old man on it, or somebody's on that box. Yeah, I remember trying. I I tried the veggie one, and I put my own turkey pepperonis on it. Yeah, that piece was horrible. That pizza was just, I don't know. It was kind of good and kind of nasty. But that UFC was just plain out gross.
Now I tell you, the one pizza that I like putting American cheese on is those cheap Totino's pizza. I will break up some American cheese and put that on top of one of them little cheap tortillas because it barely has any cheese or sauce on it. So when you heat one of those up, you put some American cheese on it. That is a good, cheap, sad piece of pizza.
Wait a minute, is it shaped like Pop Tarts? They square,
They have some that are square now. Yeah, they used to
and
just
they
be
got the
round, but
brown
now
one.
they have the square ones.
Okay. And you know what? I ain't never bought them. I don't know. I said,
It's not impressive. Okay, you talking about Tony's? No, it's not the Tony's. I think I've had Tony's before and I didn't care for it, but it's not the Tony's because that's the one with the man on it. Him,
yeah,
not that one.
not that one.
Let's keep looking. It's a really big box. It's a
Yeah,
huge pizza.
very huge. It's very big. Mm. They have the big square pizzas. My grandkids love those pizzas.
That's it. Wild Mike's. You see it? It's yellow and green and red.
Oh yeah. Oh, now that pizza is horrible.
Yeah, I thought that was gonna be so because it's supposed to be like real heavy. It's like a pound or 2 pounds or something. It said on the
Mhm.
box. Yeah, over 2 pounds.
Yeah, that old nasty pizza. I was like, somebody lied about what's wrong with this.
And I was like, oh. And I did. I got the cheese pizza, and then I put our own toppings and stuff on it. We thought it was gonna be so good. I was so mad I wasted my toppings because it was terrible. I think the kids still ate it, but I didn't eat it. I did not like it at all because it says mozzarella, provolone, romano, and parmesan. I was like, oh, it's got all the good cheeses on it. I just knew it was gonna be so good. Mm-mm.
Yeah, we had sat there with a couple of friends. We all sat and tried to eat that. We said, man, we left that pizza. Matter of fact, no, he threw it away. We went to Marco's. I said, that's where we should have went from the first place. But I don't like Marco pizza because it's too oily.
It
And they
can
just
be oily. It can Marco's
and
pizza can
they
be
put they
oily.
put so much they put so much cheese on that'll wrap around your tonsils. Like, no, that's just way too much cheese. I love cheese, but not like that.
It's not
It's
too much cheese, but it can be oily.
yeah.
Can be oily. If I order Marco's pizza, I try and pick different pizza, and I don't get the how you like to get them to brush the stuff on your crust. I don't have to do
Mm.
that. I don't brush nothing on the crust. It's too much.
And there's another pizza I don't care for. Cheese stuff. Whatever cheese in the bread.
I used to like that when it first was invented. I don't like it. It don't taste the same anymore. I don't like it now. It's nasty. I can make if I make it myself at home. It's okay.
Yeah, it might yeah,
The way they
yeah.
make it, it's weird. It's not the same.
I never forget when my aunt had passed away and we went to Pennsylvania and my aunt said, go to this, they got good pizza. So we went to the store. I looked at this, I'm like, that's pizza? Bubbly all the way around and the crust was so thick. I'm like, and I told who I called my mom, it's my aunt. And I said, Mom, don't never listen to your sister ever again. This pizza and them in that store, they hurry up real fast.
Rico, I
I
think
was
they
like,
pulled the Devour off the shelf because the only thing they got on here now is some white cheddar mac and cheese with bacon and some chicken enchiladas. They don't have no pizzas.
wow.
They don't have no pizzas. So it must have been so bad they quit ordering them.
Mm, I'm gonna go and let them know about that. I'm like, I paid well almost $7 for this pizza. But that's all right. You don't have to give me my money back. I threw it away. I should have took it up to the store. Like, you eat this. Oh, you know what, Leilani? I am trying to wrap my head around this. What I got to eat when Dwayne and Ray call me out.
I gotta watch the video. I still haven't watched the video because I gotta watch the video to see exactly what I'm supposed to do. I'm just gonna go up to Winco because they have a sushi stand in there. They make fresh sushi while you stand there,
Oh, okay.
and I'll go in there and get some.
I
Or
gotta.
I might make my own. I might make my own.
But the thing here, though, I don't like the. I like the what you call that? That green, that black, seaweed.
I don't like seaweed.
They got the seaweed. I think that's the one we have to get, but I
I'm
don't
not,
care
I
for
won't
the
do that.
seaweed.
I won't do the seaweed. That's not gonna happen. Seaweed for me is just like cilantro. I don't eat seaweed. I don't eat cilantro. They don't work for me. That's a
Oh,
nasty
okay.
flavor. I can't get past that taste.
I said if I have to buy that, though, I'm gonna tear that up because I'm gonna remove that out of there. Now I will eat dry seaweed because it's crunchy and it tastes better. But when it goes on that, I'm like, oh no, that's horrible. That's
Rhonda,
that,
I used to like the Red Baron, but I eat so slow. You know how hard that French bread gets once it starts to cool. I end up with a whole brick just sitting on my plate, and all I've had was a bite. I can't eat fast enough
oh yeah,
to eat the French bread.
I like that pizza. It's pretty good.
It used to be so good when I was little though, but I don't eat fast enough for it. There'd be a whole brick. I remember one of the episodes of Cosby Show. Bill Cosby was all excited. He put him one of them pizzas in the oven, and he sat down finna enjoy his French bread. And Rudy or somebody came in and asked him a question, and he stopped and he turned around. And he answered the question. And he turned back around to his thing. And he was like clank, clank, clank. He was like, never mind. He was like, never mind. There went dinner. I can't remember what it was, but I remember something came in. He was dancing. You know how he used to dance when he was getting ready to eat. He was excited. He was like, yeah. He sat down with
Yeah.
that pizza. No, it was Bud. Bud came in and said something to him. He turned around, he talked to Bud, and Bud was like, "Oh, that smells good." He's like, "Don't it smell good?" He let him smell it. He closed the door. He sat back down, and then he was like, "Clank, clank."
That pizza dried up fast.
Oh, but it's true that you got to eat that quick.
Hmm.
I don't know why it gets so hard like that. I don't know why it gets so hard so fast.
It does get hard. That cheese just don't want to move no more. I'm like,
It's
in
not
there.
even the cheese; it's the bread. That bread turns into a brick. You're like, never mind.
I like Pizza Hut, but uh,
I don't care for Pizza Hut anymore. It's hard to find pizza that I still like now. Like I did have this one pizza place that to me tasted just like Godfather's, and we ordered some just last week. It didn't even taste the same no more. I was
mm,
disappointed. I was like, that don't taste like my pizza. Once they changed the recipes,
I want Angela Mills, but I can't find it no store nowhere, and I hope they can make it.
Angela Mia, I never heard of that one.
Yeah, Angela Mills. Let me see. And let me see. It's another pizza I really like, but I can't get no stores to make it. I love a Bianca. A Bianca is garlic sauce and just cheese, and it's so good. Cause I don't care for all that red sauce.
I can't eat a lot of red sauce. That's why I like to make my own pizzas a lot of time, or I order pizza with no sauce because I can't have tomatoes like that.
Oh, okay. You know what? It will make it so crazy. They say tomatoes are bad for you.
I
They
don't
say
know
you
about
should.
for everybody, but I know they're bad for me. My stomach don't like tomatoes.
Let me see. Tomatoes, corn,
Corn is definitely bad for everybody.
because it don't digest.
Yeah, we're not supposed to eat corn.
And every time you take a prompt, it's always come out whole. Like, what is up with that? Did I swallow the corn or did I eat it? Which one is?
Yeah, I hate when don't change the rest. Just leave the recipes like they are. You trying to get cheap, but you ain't. You making the price more expensive, but you making the pizzas and stuff cheaper. It don't taste the
Right.
same. Then you lose customers because I don't want it if it don't taste like it was when I liked it.
Yeah, I agree. Just like I say about the Oreos. The Oreos is not the same no more. The dark part of the cookie is, but that cream is, ugh.
And it's like, was it Papa John's? It don't taste the same anymore. I used to
Oh,
like
Papa
the
John's
spinach
don't.
pizza.
I
I used to
used to
like the
love
spinach
Papa John's.
Alfredo from Papa John's.
Ah,
Mm-mm,
nah, it don't taste the same no more.
it's terrible.
I don't know who took over and want to add they touch to it. They just did it wrong. Just leave it alone. You're doing too much when it comes to food.
I gotta go to the
Mhm.
store and get us something to eat for today. We might end up eating frozen pizza tonight.
Well,
Not that
it,
one. We're not gonna get no Devour though. If it's in the store, it's gonna stay there.
yeah, keep that in there. And when I ought to call the grocery store because they know me, I'm gonna be honest about something. I'm like that UFC Devaro, throw it away. Sell it for $2 to let people get their own experience. They might just like it. Yeah, 607. I ain't going nowhere.
That's like I always say how when I was a little girl, I used to love Twinkies when I was a little girl. I loved them. And when I was pregnant with Rayon, I was like, you know what? I want a Twinkie. I bought a box of Twinkies. I took one bite. I threw the whole box away. It was so nasty and greasy. I was like, that's not what Twinkies tasted like. And it and the Cookie Crisp cereal. I was craving that when I was pregnant with her. I bought that. I took one bite. That was so nasty. I was like, that's not what Cookie Crisp tastes like. That was horrible. But when they
I
came
didn't
out with
like it
that
because it.
Chips Ahoy cookie, that's what Cookie Crisp used to taste like. Was that Chips Ahoy cookie
Mm,
cereal? That Cookie
mm.
Crisp, it tastes like chemicals.
Yeah, I don't like it because it changed my milk.
It didn't change my
Oh,
milk. You must have got the
um,
chocolate kind.
I probably did.
Yeah, because
Oh,
the regular one doesn't change your
too.
milk.
Um, because I know my ex, she always said now she had me trying to find this stuff when I did found it. She talking about I don't like it, it's nasty. That Susie Q. She said it's something wrong with it. The dark cake is okay. It's that cream, she said, is horrible. And
It
when
tastes like chemicals
it tastes like they mixed lard and sugar together. Like
and some chemicals. I think that's
so
probably actually
greasy.
exactly what it is. Is lard or shortening and sugar folded together, and then they put some kind of chemical in there to make it last longer.
Right. She said it's not the same. So she said you don't never have to worry about buying these. I'm like, good.
Like
Because
someplace you will never see me go is Dunkin' Donuts. Their donuts taste like just straight shortening. It's just grease. Just you can feel it. It just coats your mouth. That's so nasty. I don't know what people in line for a
you know
Dunkin'
what?
Donut. Mm-mm.
To be honest with you, I never did like Dunkin' Donuts.
I didn't
'Cause
either. They taste like
get them
shortening,
little
just
when
grease.
I used to get them little round balls, the glazy, and I eat them, it tastes like I got grease in my mouth. I said,
I don't like them at
oh.
all. And people be lined up. I'm like, nope.
Lined up
I'm
for
over here
what?
getting coffee,
Eat grease?
getting nothing but coffee. Go over
A
there, get you
greasy
some
donut?
coffee. And our Dunkin' Donuts is a Dunkin' Donuts slash Baskin Robbins. I'd be like, I hope they're getting ice cream and coffee, and they're not trying to get them on nasty donuts. Cause
Yeah. Well, I can't never
I
coffee.
tried the glazed kind, which is the yeast, and I tried the cake kind. It don't matter which one you get, it just tastes like a mouthful of shortening. Mm-mm.
You know what? Wait a minute. The little Debbie cakes, they got the little donut to give you two of them. Yeah, I had to throw that away because I the the greasiness from it. I mean, it's a hard. No, matter of fact, it
What's
was
Debbie Donut?
yeah. It's called Dunkin' Sticks or something like that.
Oh, I used to love those. I haven't had one of those in years, so I don't know if they still taste the same.
They don't
I
taste the
used to
same.
love the Dunkin' Sticks.
They don't taste the same. It's horrible. Like yuck. I say the only thing in is the little nutty buddies is still the same, and the
Oatmeal
oatmeal,
cream pies is still the
yeah,
same.
yeah, still the same. I ought to do a
Oatmeal cream
video on that.
pies are still exactly the same. I love the oatmeal cream pies still. I'm not allowed to buy them. I have to buy them for Papa. In fact, I need to
Mhm.
get him some now. But I can't buy
And
them because I'll eat the whole box.
and the zebras, well, it tastes like a real cake.
I never liked the zebra. I don't like that. I don't like that glazed stuff.
Oh yeah,
As a
they
kid, I never
take
liked that.
that,
I would peel
that
that off. Like I peel
pudding
all that off and eat the cake. I
and
don't
what
like
eat
that
just the white
glaze.
part of it,
Uh
the
huh.
white cream inside. Yeah, because it's like is over. It's just way too sweet.
It's real sweet and it's kind of waxy. I never
Yeah,
liked that.
yeah.
Even on the what's the cupcake ones, the was the ding dongs or whatever. I peel that chocolate off the top. I take that
Oh yeah,
good
yeah,
wax
yeah.
off and just eat the cupcake. I don't like that stuff.
I always say if I gotta peel it off, I don't buy it no more.
Yeah,
So.
and that's my. I wouldn't buy them. I never did. Mm-mm. But if someone give it to me, like you go to somebody's house and they give all the kids one of them things, I'd be like,
Mm.
okay, I'm gonna peel this off and put that over there. Usually somebody else would grab that and eat it. Like, oh, you can have that. I don't want that. Oh, and I like the raspberry zingers. Those still taste the same. I love those things.
Raspberry zingers.
It's look like a Twinkie, but it's red and it's got the coconut all over it.
Oh yeah, now them are good. I don't know what they them things are excellent.
Yeah, those still taste good.
But them little Debbie strawberry whatever that is just way too sweet.
Oh, the strawberry shortcake thing.
Yeah, from Little Debbie's. So y'all can keep this.
I never liked those. Only thing I used to eat, I'd eat the oatmeal cream pie, the Nutter Butter. Every now and then, I'd eat one of them pecan wheel things,
Pecan
little,
wheel.
little circles, just
Oh
like kind of
yeah, yeah.
like a cinnamon roll, but not. It don't have no glaze on it. I'd eat
Hmm.
one of those every now and then. Um, the Star Crunch. I'd eat one of them every now and then.
Oh yeah. You know why? I tell you what, I had one a few months ago, and I said, "Wow, what did I miss?" That is so good. But I
Oh,
was
and then there's a donut, the Crunch donut. It's got the coconut on it. Those I used to like those.
it had coconut on.
Yeah, it's a brown looking donut, but it's got little flakes of coconut, and I think it's got cinnamon on it. And I think they're just called Crunch. It's like they'd be right next to the powdered donuts,
Oh
the
yeah,
ones
yeah, yeah.
the beige ones. They don't have no
Mhm.
powder on them.
Yeah, I had them. They pretty good. I used to hate them powdered donuts. Oh my god.
I never really cared for honey buns. I never cared for the packaged cinnamon rolls with the glaze or the
Hmm.
cherry. I thought that cherry was nasty. Um, I never liked moon pies.
You know what? Wait a minute. As much as I don't like marshmallows, boy, that moon pie took me overboard. I'm like, I bit into it. I'm like, what? Nope, nope. Oh. My friend kept saying, boy, just spit it out your mouth. Oh my God, that's horrible.
I think that would have been okay for me if it was just the cookie and the marshmallow in it, but that waxy glaze stuff that's on it. It don't matter what color they colored it because they supposedly chocolate and banana and strawberry. No, it just all tastes like wax. It's like wax on an unflavored cookie. Ain't no sugar in the cookie or nothing. It's just an unflavored biscuit
Yeah,
With
that's
a
what it is.
whole
A
bunch of
biscuit.
marshmallow in the middle. That's so nasty.
Yeah, it's just covered in ice. That
I
is
used to
horrible.
like snowballs like when I was really, really, really young. And the flavor of those changed too. Because I remember getting one when I was really little, like maybe 3 or 4, and I liked them. And then I remember getting one when I was like 8 or 9, and it wasn't the same thing. I didn't like it at all.
Wait a minute. Oh, I had one of them too. I didn't like it because it had the marshmallow on the outside, then the cream in the inside, a cake or something.
It's the marshmallow. Is it coated in coconut? I feel like it's coconut on the outside or something. It's something on the outside, and it's a big
I
old
think it is
marshmallow. Something on the
coconut.
outside. I think it's coconut, and then it's got a chocolate cupcake in the middle, and then there's cream filling inside the cupcake. It's a lot going on. Or is it
There's too
sugar?
much
Maybe
going on for
there's
that.
sugar on the outside. It's either coconut or it's something on the outside, and it's either
I,
pink or green or white.
all I
Or now
know,
they got blue. I've seen blue.
what? All I know is too much going on. I'm like, is I'm eating the marshmallow, the cake, and the
Yeah,
cream,
Rhonda said yes,
all that
coconut
together.
chocolate.
I'm like, I don't like this. And it kind of jiggles a little. Just a little.
Back when they first were making them, it was actually good. I can remember it being good, but
Yeah,
I don't
she
know.
said it's
Probably
got
whatever the
coconut,
preservatives is that they added, it wasn't
coconut
the same
on
later
the
on.
outside.
It
Yeah.
wasn't the same the next time I had them,
Mm, mm, mm.
and I'm sure now it's really not the same.
Ugh. Oh, let me tell you. I gotta go take this lady her 29 cents. I had bought this long candy. It's just a flat piece uh something. That
Taffy?
was no, it's not taffy. It's called crazy sourness. All right. So I only bought two. You get 10 for $1, but I only bought two. I said I just want to just try two. I set up last night. You know I had to spit that out my mouth. It was so bad where back of my jaws was hurting. I don't want none of this no more. I was half asleep when I bit into it. Like,
I would eat Fig Newtons now and then when I was little, Rhonda. My granny loved Fig Newtons. I like she would get all the flavors. She would get the apple, the strawberry, the regular fig. I think they had a blueberry. I liked the strawberry and the regular. I hated the apple,
the apple did not taste good.
and I don't think I liked the blueberry. But the strawberry and the regular fig, I would eat those every now and then. Not too. They were so sweet though. Like I told y'all, I didn't care for sugar like that. I still don't. So if I ate one, it would be one. But I mean, they were bigger when we were little. They were like this long, and now
Yeah,
it's like
real
you
long.
got to
But
put
now,
two of
now
them
they
together
small.
to be the same. But they were like that when we were little. Now it's like you get these little bitty squares. They wasn't that small when I was little. They were big.
Yeah, the only ones I like is the regular and the strawberry. The strawberry is one of my favorite though.
I remember that apple was nasty. I thought that was so nasty.
That apple's still nasty. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. I used to eat fig cookies so much until one day I went in the grocery store and I was looking at these long, funny things, and they say figs. I'm like, I want to know if that's the same figs they got in the. I said that one there got something in the center of it. I said I ain't eating that. What? I don't know what that thing. It was long. It was something really dark. You could see. I said, I ain't buying that. I think it's something in them. So one day I really bawled. I said, "Oh, so it got a seed in the center." Oh, it kind of freaked me out because it didn't look right.
Yeah, figs are ugly,
Yeah. Oh my God, isn't they ugly?
especially when they're ripe. They're real ugly.
Matter of fact, what is a fig? I never
It's
looked
a
at.
fruit.
Oh, it's not a grape or nothing. It's just a fig.
It's a fig. Yeah, it's a fig. It's its own fruit. It's a fig. It's fruit.
Yes, you have to eat those with milk too. 'Cause they're sweet. Ah.
Yeah, out on my papa's land, they got fig trees, plum trees. Uh, I forgot what the other thing is called. Persimmon? No, not the persimmon. It's this. I don't remember what thing it's called. It's this thing. It's this little seed. But when you break the seed open, it's got fur on the inside, and then it's got this little seed. I can't remember what that's called, but they had those trees too.
Wait a minute, you say fur in the inside?
Yeah, it's this little. I think it's green. It's this little green seed, and then when you open it up, you break the shell open. Inside the shell is furry inside the shell, and then it's got this little nut in there, and you eat the nut. I can't remember what it's called.
Oh, wait a minute. They had them in Florida. They had a tree like that in Florida. But they also had them in the store. What is them things called? Hold on. Let me see if I can. What I I guess you could say, look, yeah, because you you do have to break that in that little fur being. I'm like, I don't know about this. My friend, I never forget my friend said, you got to peel that too. I'm like, oh Lord. You got to do all that just to eat a fruit. Just walk away from it. You know what? No, no, that because that ain't coming in my house. I thought about it. I said, I ought to do a challenge, but nobody's not gonna eat that.
Is it a chanka berry? It's got some weird country name. Chanka nut, chanka berry,
Size
chanka.
of a small plum. Oh, I don't know what that is, Leilani. Man, oh man, because they do weird exotic fruits out here. Why do people talk so loud? They all the way across the street, and they sounded like they right here by my window. I guess people just need to clean their ears out of sometime. You know what? Do you know I'm afraid? You know what? I put it this way: I'm not afraid of it, but I don't like it as much. You see families cooking peach cobblers. I used to be afraid of the peach
Why are you afraid of peach?
because I could never figure out why it was so furry on the outside. And then when you tear it open, it's so red in the center. I'm like, I'm not eating that. That don't look right. I used to be terrified to eat that. I'm like, why is why is it so fur? I can't. Every time you bite it, you feel like you playing with mustache or hair. You got to bite into. I didn't get a kick out of that fruit. No, that fruit was
Chinka
horrible.
pin. Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, look at that fruit. That little thing you got the bust open.
I knew it had a funny name.
I think it was my mother idea because she is Cicada. They Raisin sugar cane. Oh, raisin sugar cane. I tried one of them. I would never buy that ever again. That was a waste of money. And I bought 6 of them from the Amish country. They said sugar cane. Sugar cane. Okay. How do you remove the sugar? They said no, you just bite in, just chew it, but don't swallow it. I'm like, well, I bit it and I said, nope, I don't want no more of this. Uh,
Oh, apparently it's a type of chestnut. Okay.
a chestnut.
Yeah, that ain't what my
Really?
granny and them called it though. They called it shankapan. They never say nothing about no chestnut. I remember you sing about chestnuts at Christmas time, but I ain't never know what it was. But she said chankapan.
See, say it like that, I would never knew what it was. I'm like, oh, who? I heard of all the
They
nuts in
got
this
some
world, but I never
frankipans
heard that
and I remember going and looking and seeing them furry things like, all right,
one. Yeah, but yeah, peaches used to trip me out. I'm like, I'm not eating that. I'm like, there was just way too much fur on them things. Boy,
yeah, I
I
tasted it,
never,
Rhonda. It's like, I don't know, kind of similar to a pistachio, kind of like maybe like if you put a pistachio and a Brazil nut together. That's kind of what it tastes like. But you have to cook it. They break them all open and they cook them. They put them in the oven and cook them. So I guess it's the chestnuts roasted on the open fire kind of thing. But they didn't call them no chestnuts. They called it chankapan. Them old chankapans.
I had a friend used to they used to boil the acorns, then they take it and roast it, and they put sea salt on them. They be eating it. I'm like, no, I'm not eating that.
Yep. I know
That
people
tastes
ate
bitter.
acorns and then what's that tree I used to have in my yard? The
Was it green?
no, there's this hickory nut. The hickory tree. I had a hickory tree in my yard. You get hickory nuts off a hickory tree. They kind of look like a walnut or a pecan.
Mm,
But in East Texas, some people get those hickory nuts and make like pies out of them. They make a hickory nut pie. I've
wow.
never had a hickory nut in my life. I've never eaten one. But I think
I got a
I think
question.
you have to cook those. You can't just like crack one of those and eat it like you would a pecan or a walnut. You gotta cook it.
Wow. Okay, so I got a question. What is mince pie? What is that?
It's
What?
Mince meat is like a bunch of different fruits and spices. It's got like raisins. I think it's got figs, pieces of apple. It's like all the old fruit that was starting to go bad. Before it actually goes bad, they just dice it all up and put all them spices in there and can it,
Mm,
and they make what they call mince meat. It's got nuts in it,
ah,
like any of the stuff that was gonna go bad. All your fruit, raisins, or raisins are just your grapes. So when the grapes was getting ready to go bad, apples, it's just all cut up, chopped up together, and then it's got all these spices and stuff in it, like cinnamon and allspice and cardamom and all that stuff.
mm,
And then they jar it, and then they would make a like a pie, like a pot pie kind of thing out of it.
yeah. The only reason why I asked that because I tried it yesterday, and I don't want to be mean to this lady. I'm just gonna tell her, oh yeah, it was very good, but I hope she don't say, well, I just bake you a whole pie next time. Oh Lord, that was nasty. I'm like, ugh. That's why I wasn't. Cause she didn't
Yep,
tell me
they use
exactly.
everything.
Gave it to me.
My papa likes mince meat. He don't ever get none because I don't have no mincemeat. But but he said
I thought that
used to
I
enjoy a piece of mincemeat.
I'm up there opening and looking all inside. I'm like, where's the meat at?
But
Is
my
this
papa
meat?
likes he likes fruitcake too.
Really?
Hmm.
If I got one of them for Christmas, I was like, I'm not eating that. I'm throwing this away.
They used to
I'm like,
make them. They used to make them when I was really, really, really young. They used to make them. Then they stopped, and my grandmother just started ordering them from like Hickory Farms and keeping them in the freezer. But back when I was really little, she used to actually make fruit cakes every year. She
mm,
would
mm,
candy
mm.
all those different fruits. She would candy pineapple and apricot and raisins and cherries. I think it was, I don't remember if it was walnuts or pecans that she put in there. She would have all them things all candied, and then she'd put them all together in a mold and squish it together and let it set. Mm-mm. I don't like them run. It's too sweet for me.
Mm.
Way too sweet for me. I think both of my kids like, because I buy Papa's fruit cakes and they go over there and they be eating them with him. I think both, I know Shaylin likes it, but I think both of them actually like
It's too much going on for that cake. And then I had it where um, when the lady had fixed the cake and she covered it in icing, I still didn't like it. I said, no, mm, I ain't care for carrot cake either because they had walnuts in it. But I found somebody now who can make me a carrot cake and don't have to have walnuts in it.
I like carrot cake with pecans, but it's like it's got to be like made by a person. I don't like the ones they make in the store,
Okay.
and I don't want no raisins in it either. I don't want raisins. I just
Oh,
want the carrot cake and the spice filling, and you can put some pecans in there. Yeah, and I don't want a big
pecans.
chunk of it either. I don't want a big chunk. Mm-mm. Just a little bit with some cream cheese frosting, and we good for a few years. I don't need another piece of that.
Wait.
My ex-husband used to buy carrot cakes from Walmart all the time, and so I made him one. I made him one from scratch, and he didn't eat it. He was like, "Well, that one's fattening. This one's not fattening because it's in the refrigerator." His dumb butt thought if he put something in the
Now that's
refrigerator
funny.
that made it not fattening. I'm like, "Well, put that one in the refrigerator. There you go. That'll take the fat away, I guess."
That's funny.
Like, are you nuts? Anything you make yourself at home is always way healthier than the one you buy mass produced in the store. But okay.
I never could understand about people. They'd rather go eat a McDonald's burger, but they would not eat your burger. I said every hand was on that burger. You don't know what they did to that burger. You can't see what they did. You can see a person wrapping a burger and they giving it to you. I never can understand that.
He used to be so weird. The way he thought about stuff was so weird. That's why he didn't get very many different things cooked from me because I didn't have time for his crazy thoughts. I did not have time for his crazy thoughts. It's like he wanted hamburgers and chicken all the time. He either wanted baked chicken or he wanted burgers. But if I cooked anything with hamburger meat in it other than a burger, he said I don't eat that.
What?
He wouldn't eat spaghetti. He didn't eat chili. He didn't anything other than a hamburger. He's like, I don't
Okay.
eat it. Like, there's something seriously wrong with you. Like, I don't even understand.
Right.
Meatloaf, I don't eat that.
What? It's the
Dude,
same thing.
it's the
If
same
you fry a
thing. Like,
hamburger and you pour sauce on it, it's still,
I'm like, it's the same thing. Like, he was just so weird.
hey, Brandon here. Oh,
Oh no, he ate mac and cheese. He ate fried chicken. He
how
had
are
just.
you?
I remember one time he asked me why I never made him gumbo. I'm not gonna waste my gumbo on you. You might turn around and say you don't eat that because of something. Nope.
That is so funny. A finicky
No,
eater.
he didn't like.
Uh,
I made him the same. He had baked chicken, grilled chicken, baked chicken, stewed chicken, and hamburgers. That's what he got all the time. Hey, Pandy. And fish and lamb.
I got a stepbrother. He will
Mine didn't
not
never want no fish.
bake macaroni and cheese, but he'll like that loose box stuff. I don't know how he did it, but okay.
Well, it's a lot of people that don't like the box and they only want, homemade.
Fish and lamb. I I I'm ready for some lamb right now.
You said yesterday you was gonna go get you some lamb.
And I changed my mind after I looked at that pizza. I said, "Oh, I'm gonna try this pizza right." That was the horrible thing. I'd never buy that no more. I thought about that lamb all night too. I'm like, man, I could have some lamb. I was going to on the grill.
And
Oh,
instead
you
you
just
had
had
one
a
bite of
cheeseburger?
pizza. He
Are
was
you just
also
now
weird
getting home
with
from
certain
work?
things that I made. Him and his best friend came to my actual house in East Texas because we didn't actually live together. And so for Thanksgiving, they came
Oh,
to
thank
that
you.
house and yeah, they cook with palm oil. Um, I had made, Thanksgiving foods. I had turkey and corn and greens and candy yams, and dressing, and I was working at Walmart at that time. And so, when you work at Walmart, you have to work Black Friday. Like you don't have a choice. So I
Hmm.
had already been up for like 2 days because I was working and trying to get the food fixed for Thanksgiving. So I had worked the day before Thanksgiving until like midnight. So when I got off at midnight, I came home and I started cooking all the Thanksgiving food. So after we ate and everything for Thanksgiving, I had to be up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go to work at Blockbuster. I mean, at Walmart for Black Friday. When I came home from work, I walk in and this man was standing in the refrigerator holding the pan of dressing, just eating dressing out the pan.
Ugh.
Whole dressing out the pan. And I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, this is good. What is this? I'm like, it's cold. That's what it is. Why are you doing
uh,
I've never had this before. I really like this. And then I made some what puppy chow is?
mhm.
You know what puppy chow is? The
Yeah, it's
dessert
dog
called puppy
food.
chow?
Yeah, dog food.
No, the dessert called puppy chow.
Oh, I ain't never heard of that.
Okay, so puppy chow, you take Chex Mix, you melt peanut butter, and you pour it all over the Chex Mix and you stir it around. Then you melt chocolate, milk chocolate, and you pour
Thank
that over
you.
it and you stir it around. And then you shake it all up in powdered sugar. So you got peanut butter, chocolate, and powdered sugar coated all over Chex Mix. And they call it puppy chow. So I made some of that.
Dizzle.
Him and his roommate asked if they could take that home with them. And I'm like, yeah, y'all can take it back to Houston. So they took it back to Houston. I got to Houston that weekend when I was off. Why were they eating big bowls of that with milk for breakfast? And I'm like, what are you doing? This is so good. We like this cereal. It's not cereal no more. That's candy. Like, what are you doing?
See, now if someone came to ask me, you want some puppy chow? No. No. But now I know. Okay. Lordy, lordy, lordy.
But
That's
Chex
crazy.
actually sells it. I think they call it Muddy Buddies when they sell it in this, and they have it in a bag in the store. I think it's called Muddy Buddies, but it's the same thing. But originally it was called Puppy Chow. And like the Chex Mix was originally called Trash.
Yeah, because I remember I went to the Amish country and I got back on that that bus and I asked me, I said, anybody want some white trash? They I was being acting stupid. I said, but that's the name on it. And they said, oh my God, that is the name. At least
Yeah, it
I
was originally
always
called
say,
Trash. My granny used to make it every year for Christmas presents, and they used to
mhm.
sell these little miniature trash cans, little plastic trash cans, red and green. And she would fill it up with trash, and she'd give it as Christmas presents.
That is so cute. And I never forget this little white lady. She said, I ought to go in that store and kick their ass. I said, why get mad? She said, I'm glad they came up with a name. Oh God. Hmm? Yeah. Wow. But when I ate that, I'm like, oh, this is so good. And somebody asked me, what you eating? And when I said the name on it, they thought I was being mean. I didn't come up with this. I would never get that close to come up with a name like that.
Well, it's like the snow cone shop that we go to here is called Trailer Trash Treats. That's
Oh
the name of the
God.
shop.
Oh Lord, Lord, no. Why do everybody in the trailers mad? Oh God. That's crazy. That is so crazy. Mhm. How long have I been on here? So I started at 4. I've been on it for 2 hours. Hold on, I got to take
Two
my.
hours and 39 minutes.
Ugh, what the heck? Oh, I forgot to take this out. I can't. I can't. Oh, why do I do this? I put cotton in here. No wonder. No,
You
that's
can't be
better.
inhaling cotton.
I sure that I inhaled the little fiber hairs off of. I'm like, ugh. That's a crazy name for some candy.
Yeah, Rhonda, I'm gonna give you the link so you can see I'm not lying. I'm not lying.
Whew. Trailer Trash Eats.com. Lord have mercy.
And they some good old snow cones too.
Wait a minute. Huh?
Y'all know I always get the purple rain.
Oh, I used to be on oxygen. Yeah. During the day, I'd be on. During the day, I'd probably be on like 3 liters. During the day, at night, I have to be on 6 liters. But I'm not on it no more. I used to be on oxygen for a very long time. I'm so happy to get away from that. I don't know what to do. Man, I don't have to drag this old green tank around, or I had the portable used to carry on my shoulders. I hated that thing. Like, yep. Let me bring the.
Okay. My mom just sent the girl's birthday money. I don't know why she's doing it a month in advance, but okay.
You said my dad have to use it now. Yeah. No, I be seeing a lot of people have to be on oxygen now. Yeah, just be careful with it though. You know what? I used to light my friend's grill with it. So click it on. I said, put the flame to it. He said, man, you crazy? Watch out. I said, you don't need no lighted fluid. I got this. I said, boy, you crazy. I used to light people grill with it. Who is this?
I hate that oxygen. It dries my throat out, dries my mouth out.
Yeah. They used to do that to me all the time. I'm like, ugh.
Be
You gotta
fighting
be
it the
careful.
whole time it's in there, just fighting against it.
How many liters your dad is on? I had it in the hospital. I hated the one to go in the nose, but I like the oh yeah, the mask was always better. That one going in your nose, that and be drying everything out. You'd be like, oh, can I take this off? I'm tired of smelling the tube. That tube stink. Because they say oxygen they have smell to it. Oh, whatever it's in there, I don't want this stuff no more. Let me see. Well, from the oxygen, I was on it so much I knew everything about it. Yeah, I used to light the grills. They just a little flame, and I just hold it just enough to get to it. Because oxygen basically just help things burn. It don't really do anything unless you got a leak. I used to be crazy with it. Then I get some things I could talk about that oxygen. I shot one with a gun. I put it out in the field. Pop! I would never do that no more. I'm like, oh man, that scared me so bad. That thing sounded like a grenade going off. I would never do that no more. Everybody who lived in around that field, they talking about what was that? I don't know. We don't know what it was. We heard it, but we don't know what it was. Let me see, it might have been from lighter or the cigarette. Yeah, see, uh, if they was smoking a cigarette, see what it is, oxygen. Like I said, all it does is help keep things burning. If you smoking a cigarette, it leaks all in your clothes, your hair. Yeah, it can reignite that way. And all you're doing is just keeping the flame burning. Yeah, because I know, let's see, trying to go back. How old was I when I was on oxygen when I first got on it and had to come because I wouldn't come home with it. It took me 2 weeks for me to accept it because I'd say, well, these doctors is not going what I have to say. I have to listen to them. So I think I was like 20. I was in my early 20s when I got on oxygen. Leilani, you gotta go to the stores. Oh, it's going on 7 o'clock. I gotta get off this thing. I like 2 hours and 46 minutes. I got to get off this thing. No wonder my buns is numb. Like, if I notice I can't do it like this, moving up and down. This chair boy is something else. Everybody don't want me to sit in my other chair because they said that's a lounge chair. Go outside on the porch. So if it's comfortable, sit in it. Well, buy your gamer chair. No, no, no. You buy me a gamer chair. And I can tell you how soft it is and what it do. And so I'm gonna get myself off this. Thank everybody for coming in. I really let me see. Laugh out loud. Yo, yeah, my nun buns is but this chair be killing me for at least I can talk about it because it's going down my legs. That's why I said I need to get up. I don't feel like I've been sitting way too long. And see, Leilani moving back and forth because her back is hurting her. So I know
Yep.
I have to get up and move. Right,
Yep. I gotta
so
go to the store, pick up something. Trying to
yeah.
make some pizza, like I said. Something
Oh,
just to throw in the oven or the microwave or whatever.
all I gotta do is buy me some vegetables for my. Huh? I
Violet
thought
just
you.
came.
Violet. Hey, Violet. How are you? Same to you. Same to you. Thank you. You have a blessed too. Thank you for all the emojis. I like that. I'm about to boogie woogie myself off this thing. All right. Later.
Bye, y'all.
See, I'm gonna try to learn that, but right now, you and Lisa, y'all got that pack. Y'all sound like twins. Bye, y'all.
We from the South.
Oh, so that's where that come from. Okay. I'm out of here. Good night.